So, people talk about three things. You meet people in your daily routine or weekly routine. They can't help but talk to you, and you're writing their name down and seeing them again, okay? But if you haven't done the 10 to 20 and the 100, and you're not doing that, you're not going to succeed at this. Do that first. Okay, so once we talk to them, and they talk about what's happening, how rotten things are, the way they wish things were, and we see them a couple times, they're going to end up asking you what you do. If you want them to ask you what you do, simply ask them what they do. And they will ask you what you do. You better be ready. You have to have your first answer. That will lead to questions. And that starts the dance. What it's about is dancing. Now, Andrew, you want to, okay. So these themes are the dance steps. The shopping annuity, converting spending into earning, online shopping, getting paid to shop. Can you talk about each one of these things? You may want to get together in a coring, a seminar with your group, and everybody learn these answers and practice on each other. It greatly empowers your people. Because if you can't talk about these things off the cuff and fluently, you're not prepared. You're not ready. You're wasting potential prospects. Okay? One-to-one marketing, can you explain it? Unfranchise versus franchise. Because one theme leads to another. You don't give them the whole thing in one sentence, right? You say something, they ask a question, it leads to the next thing. And it's like a dance. Okay, you can lead or follow, and they enjoy it. If they enjoy it, they'll be back. Whoops. Economic alchemy, product brokerage, internet marketing, e-commerce, health and wellness, and 2 to 3 year plan versus 45-year plan. The important thing is, ask yourself, do you know these themes? Can you do these steps? Can you explain these concepts? If not, and you want to be great, that should be something that's on your list to accomplish as soon as possible. And you can do it as a group. Referral tracking system, one of my favorite. Plan B, retirement, your why. And then, these are some real special ones that take people away from thinking, oh, it's one of those things, or it's multi-level. I don't want them to think that. So social media analogy of how that compares to this with an e-commerce function, and that's not multi-level, so this isn't. It's like Amazon, but with people power, explaining the 360 turnkey system that we provide for people, or the tracking system, which is miraculous. Okay? Nobody else has it. And so those are three great ones. They're written up there for you. You learn to connect the themes, and when they ask a question, another theme comes up, and you just use that theme to connect the dance, and one theme leads to another, and all you're doing is educating, enlightening them, and it's a mental dance, if you will. And that's how it happens. So does that sound like something that you'd like to learn more about? It's a question that we use when the conversation's going on for a while, because we teach people how to make money doing this. That's what we do. Andrew has created a site with all of these dance steps, all of these themes. They're both audio and written, and very helpful. So we put that at your disposal. We're not sitting up here teaching and throwing stuff at you, and then you go back and don't know what to do with it. You can go right back to it and do something about it. Okay, so, Andrew, let's go to the dance.
Go, Andrew.
So we're gonna have some people that have done this very well, that are dancing with the stars. Very good.
We're excited because you're going to see your dance.
I know.
While we dance with our word. See what I'm saying?
Yes, let's dance.
I know what I'm doing.
So, and by the way, just to, I want to clarify something. Is that okay?
Yes.
So the Talking in Themes document is available through UnFranchise.com, and it has a link to the Learning to Talk in Themes audio. There's also a great video that Jim Winkler and Dennis Franks did. It's also a great tutorial that's also embedded in the document. So it's a nice learning piece.
Okay, so at any rate, we've been talking. We've met them, and you know, at a coffee shop, at a restaurant, at work, in our building, you know, in our weekly routine. Everybody has a weekly routine, right? And you tend to see the same people over and over again. So the conversation came up. They're talking about what's happening, at least, you know, how rotten things are, a complaint, or the way they wish things were. And I'm collecting information on them. So at some point, okay, the conversation turns to what we do, or what they want, or what is bothering them, a complaint, and it turns into a dance, a mental dance.
Exactly. So in this dance here, I'm some lacrosse dealing with a friend of mine. We're at a kid's soccer game or whatever.
You have children?
I apparently have some kids here. So, Jim, hey, how you been? What's been going on?
Hey, Andrew, I've been good. I've been, I've just been working a lot, like always.
Well, I've always respected you. You're a successful businessman and you're in a business from a manufacturing company. So how's business been going?
Business has been good. Like I said, I've been traveling a lot, but it's been going really well. It's good to be home and be at one of the kids' games.
Yeah, I know. I'm having travel a lot too, but I hate coming out. I'm saying, trying different things, you know, marketing businesses that didn't work out. Well, it took too much time, too many people. Just want to be realistic, you know. I started looking at franchising, and it costs a lot of money and time, but I just actually started a new business.
What'd you do? I know you're always trying something.
Yeah, well,
I'm leaving.
business that I just recently started is called the UnFranchise business. Can you believe?
Unfranchise it. What's that?
I love it because it took all the advantages of franchising, but at the same time it eliminated all the weaknesses. They call it the unfranchised business, and I think it holds a lot of potential. I'm really enthusiastic about building the business and really developing it.
Oh, that's great. I'm really glad for you.
But Jim, I've always respected you. You've been so successful, you know. Maybe you can help me out. You know, I am looking to attract some great qualified people to start to expand the growth of it. You know, if you wouldn't mind, maybe we can get together. I'd love for you to evaluate it. You know, I know you're busy, you're so successful, you might not be interested in yourself, but you might be able to lead me to some people that might qualify. They might be interested in generating extra income for themselves or their family.
Yeah, I'd be willing to help you out, Andrew.
For you, Tuesday or Thursday, this way you can evaluate it. Listen, Tuesday or Thursday, can we get together? What's better for you?
Let's do Tuesday. I'm in town then.
You're in town, maybe I can come by about your office. Maybe have a cup of coffee for an hour or something.
That would work perfect. Let's do it at the end of the day.
Awesome. Look forward to seeing you. Spend a little time.
All right, sounds good.
Woo!
So, JR, by the way, these dance moves are unbelievable. It also is a little distracting, though. But so the only thing I ended up using there was the unfranchised versus franchise thing.
Yeah, one dance routine.
You know, because I was on the corner of my eye, I was seeing you dancing so well. I was going to talk about the referral tracking system, how word of mouth is tracking the company I just established. I didn't even need to get to that because I set the appointment right to have them evaluated.
But you always have the next dance ready. Right? That might be the tango. Okay, so now I'm tired.
No, you have to dance while I do this.
Go ahead.
All right, so I'm meeting Kevin for lunch. Haven't seen Kevin for a while. We're just catching up. So that's my thing. Hi, Kevin. Thanks for meeting me for lunch.
Thank you for inviting me.
How have you been?
I've been good. I've been good.
How are the kids?
Kids are great. You know, they're getting older. You know, I got one getting ready to go to college, and I got another one right behind her.
Oh, boy. How's Anna?
Doing great.
Are you still in that?
Yeah.
What are you doing now?
I'm
What
still
are
in
you-
the nuclear business.
How's that going for you?
And I'm kind of, I don't like it, but they pay a lot. I really don't like the job at all.
Well,
but I love the money, and if I could find something to replace it, or I just can't. I got a lot of debt right now.
Well, I have something you may be interested in. Do you or Anna shop online?
I don't shop online, but she shops online a lot.
Have you heard of the shopping annuity out
No.
there? Oh my God, there's thousands of people making money with it. You should really
It's like
check it out.
a shopping annuity.
Well, you know, in a traditional annuity, you have to fund it, but a lot of people don't have the money to fund a
Right,
traditional
right.
annuity. The shopping annuity, you just redirect the money you're already spending,
That's a nice
that you
dance.
spend every single day.
So basically, there's a business that I could build that could generate some extra income
Yes.
based on just shopping for stuff that we're already buying.
And showing other people about, we have the only online shopping site where you can create
Is this what it's
residual
called, the
income.
last one?
Residual, you know what residual
Yeah,
is?
yeah.
I mean, I would love for you to evaluate it. Hey,
Wow.
you may or may not be interested. Either way is fine. But you may know the right people.
I'd
I
love.
could really use your help.
I'm looking for something. I got to do something.
All
I got
right,
to save
so
some
it might
money.
be for you. This is awesome.
When can I
Great.
take a look at it?
I'm available Tuesday or Thursday. Which day would be better for you?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Now you're going to keep this appointment, right? Because
Oh,
my
absolutely.
schedule's really busy.
I'm looking for something. I need
Okay,
something.
awesome. All right, let's meet
Now,
Tuesday at
you sure
7.
Right. Seven's great.
Perfect. Why don't you bring a couple of people
Have
with you to help you evaluate it?
Okay.
They can
I know
do
some
it.
people.
Hey,
I know some
you
people in
must know a
similar
few people.
situations.
Yeah. Bring them along.
I'll be there.
And I can
I'll
show
be
them to
there.
all
I'll
of
be
you.
there.
Whoa.
Yes.
Dancing with the Stars.
Such a good job there. I'm going to do that.
Well, I know. You know, once you start doing it, you'll decide whether you're going to lead or follow. And it just you get into the rhythm of it. And it just kind of happens. But it's a mental dance. You don't have the whole thing planned out.
Right.
You don't know every step you're going to take. It's just natural. And when you know the themes, one leads to another. Now, Kevin, you have a very special one that I like. Did you do it then? I didn't hear it because...
I alluded to it. I tried to cover it in the
Why
same
don't you tell
page.
us?
Well,
It's
for
very-
example, if Jim and I, Jim's on my list. He's somebody that he's in my top 10.
Beautiful.
He's somebody that I've been in contact with maybe once every month, every 2 months. We went to high school, went to college together. So we've maintained. But Jim's moved on. He's living in Milwaukee. I'm still in Virginia. And in our calls and everything. So what it is I've been introduced, or exposed to the business by Dennis Franks, and I'm truly looking for something at that time. So what I'm going to do is, and I have a desire because, I made some big mistakes. I made a lot of money. I blew a lot of money, and unfortunately, it's time to pay, the fiddler. And so the thing is I'm truly looking for something to get out of debt. And I need to get out of debt because I've got a college education to pay for, and I don't have any retirement. And this is a true story.
I just want to point out, he's telling a story. Very important. If you tell a story, people listen and it's more real. It's not like you're coming off canned trying to get them into something. So listen to this.
So now the reason I share that is because Jim, being a longtime friend, I've shared, a little more detail with him than I would a perfect stranger, And so I'm just basically going to tell the truth and tell the story. I said, Jim, I call him up. He's in Milwaukee. And I say, Jim, I ran across a business, model that, Anna and I we're in debt. Shannon's going to get ready to be going to college. I've got nothing saved up. I got nothing for retirement. And I really got to get this debt out of the way. But in order to do so, I need an additional income to do it. This guy introduced me to a business model I think really, really has potential. And I'd love to expand in the Milwaukee area. I'm gonna expand a course here and start if I actually do this. But what I really would like is maybe you could help me out and evaluate the business. You may know some of the right people. You might be interested. If not, that's okay. But you might know some of the right people in the Milwaukee area. But I was wondering if you could help me out. Maybe, you know, put a couple people in the room and yourself, and you know, show you what we're doing.
Hey, Kevin, you know I'd do anything to help you. We've talked about this a lot over the years. And yeah, I'd love for you to come out and do some. Can I evaluate it ahead of time so I know what I'm getting people in front of?
Sure, no problem. I tell you what, what's your schedule look like tonight or tomorrow?
Well, tonight's open.
I think.
I tell you what, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send you a link to a video, okay? 7:30 good?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to send you a link to the video around 7:25, okay? I'll call, you know, you watch it. I'll call you at 7:25 when I send the link. I'll talk a little bit about what you're going to see, and then I'll call you at 7:30, and then we'll, you know, basically discuss what you viewed and see whether or not, you know, you may know the right people.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, I'll give it a view right away. And like I said, love to have you come out. Lisa would love to see you again, as always.
That I know.
Beautiful dance. The two guys dance well together.
See, but the point is, once you get the goal is to get the appointment. Okay? It's not to show the plan, it's not to explain anything. You know, don't get into that. Don't let them.
It's not to convince.
Do not let them lead you in the dance. You need to be the lead in the dance. That's why you got to be at events, to acquire the knowledge, to control the conversation. Okay?
Right.
So the point is, just get the appointment.
Beautiful.
And end it next.